Every decision you make carries a question beneath it, not always spoken, not always conscious, but it's there, quietly shaping your steps, your voice, your posture. Am I doing this to be approved or because it's true to who I am? Approval is seductive. It starts early, when you were a child and smiled just right to get a nod from your father, when you shrank your opinion so your teacher would call you well-behaved, when you learned that being accepted often meant being edited. You started to trade truth for applause. You started to silence your gut to gain belonging. You learned to play the part, not because you're fake, but because safety felt like praise, and the cost didn't seem high. Until you woke up one day and realized you don't recognize the person in the mirror. You've become so many versions of yourself for others that your center has gone quiet. This is the crisis of our age. Not just disconnection from others, but disconnection from ourselves. Jordan Peterson says, "To stand up straight with your shoulders back is to accept the terrible responsibility of life, with eyes wide open. And part of that responsibility is choosing integrity over approval. Integrity is not arrogance. It's not rebellion for the sake of ego. It's alignment. It's knowing what you value, what you believe, what you stand for, and living in harmony with that, even if it's inconvenient, especially if it's inconvenient. Integrity costs something. It's not a performance. It's a promise. It means you'll be misunderstood. It means you'll lose followers, upset friends, and sometimes stand alone. But it also means you'll sleep well. You'll breathe deeper. You'll respect the person you've become, because you are no longer renting yourself out to every opinion in the room. Approval says fit in. Integrity says stand firm. Approval asks, will they like me? Integrity asks, am I proud of me? Approval changes shape. Integrity holds shape. Approval is loud, urgent, always looking over its shoulder. Integrity is quiet, steady, grounded in something deeper than applause. Approval performs. Integrity lives. Approval is external. Integrity is internal. One makes you popular. The other makes you whole. But the temptation to please is real. We are social creatures. Our nervous system is wired to seek connection. There's nothing wrong with wanting to belong. The problem is when we make belonging conditional. When we tell ourselves, if I'm honest, I'll be abandoned. If I'm too much, I'll be rejected. If I'm different, I'll be exiled. So we shrink. We pretend. We make ourselves smaller, softer, quieter, safer. And every time we do, we chip away at our own soul. We become hollow approval collectors, addicted to likes, but numb to meaning. This is not an invitation to be rude. It's not a license for cruelty disguised as being real. True integrity is rooted in humility, not ego. It listens, adjusts, learns, but it doesn't betray itself to be palatable. It doesn't trade soul for strategy. It doesn't sacrifice essence for acceptance. It shows up with backbone and open hands, willing to connect, but unwilling to compromise truth for temporary applause. The need for approval can masquerade as kindness. You say yes to things you hate. You agree to ideas you don't believe. You laugh at jokes that offend your spirit. You hide your needs, suppress your values, and call it keeping the peace. But it's not peace if it costs your integrity. It's quiet, but it's not honest. And without honesty, relationships rot from the inside. You might be liked, but you won't be known. And what's the point of love if you have to lie to receive it? Integrity is not about always being right. It's about always being real. It's the willingness to be disliked for the right reasons, instead of praised for the wrong ones. It's the quiet confidence that says, I know who I am, even if you don't. And that kind of self-knowledge only comes from inner work, asking hard questions, sitting with discomfort, noticing where you bend too easily, where you abandon yourself too quickly. Jordan Peterson urges, tell the truth, or at least don't lie. And that begins with yourself. Don't lie to fit in. Don't lie to be chosen. Don't lie to avoid conflict. Don't lie because it's easier. Because every lie, no matter how subtle, is a betrayal. And the first person it wounds is you. Let's talk about healing. Real healing isn't just about soothing your pain. It's about restoring your integrity. It's about coming home to yourself after years of wandering through other people's expectations. It's about reconnecting with the voice inside you that says, this is right, this is wrong, this is who I am. And that voice doesn't shout. It whispers. And the world is loud. You have to slow down to hear it. You have to turn off the noise, the pressure, the people-pleasing machinery. You have to sit in silence, not for comfort, but for clarity. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline isn't punishment, it's devotion. It's saying, I will do what aligns with my values, even when it's hard. It's choosing the difficult conversation over the convenient lie. It's choosing long-term respect for short-term praise. It's choosing self-respect for social currency. It's the discipline to be consistent, to be principled, to walk your talk when no one's watching. Because integrity isn't about performance, it's about presence. It's about becoming someone you trust. Think about your daily choices. Do you post that thought because it's true or because it will get likes? Do you accept that invitation because you want to go or because you don't want to disappoint? Do you say yes to that client, that project, that partner because it excites your soul or because it maintains your image? These are not small questions. They are the foundation of your life. Living with integrity might mean losing some relationships, but the ones that remain will be real. It might mean missing some opportunities, but the ones you walk into will match your values. It might mean walking alone for a while, but eventually you'll find your people, the ones who don't love the mask, but love you. And when they say, I see you, you'll know they mean it, because you've let yourself be seen. So here you are at the intersection again. Approval or integrity? The easy nod or the hard truth? The applause of the crowd or the quiet strength of knowing you're aligned with your principles? No one can choose for you, and the choice isn't just once. It's daily, hourly, in every email, every handshake, every silence, every stand. Approval is a fast fix. Integrity is a slow burn. But one fades, the other builds. One needs an audience, the other needs a mirror. One feeds your ego, the other feeds your soul. Today, again, you'll be asked, do you choose to impress or to express? Do you choose to fit in or to live out? Do you shape yourself for others or let yourself be shaped by truth? Approval or integrity? Choose wisely.